Hello, everybody, and welcome to Southern New Hampshire University in Manchester, scene of many a championship game. And today, it is the New Hampshire Girls Division I Basketball Tournament Championship game between Bishop Guertin, as you see, Carolyn Hoffer, one of the players being introduced for the Lady Cardinals, and they are taking on the Bedford High School Bulldogs. I'm John Collins, along with Tom King. Nashua ETV's cameraman today is Frank Wallant. And Tom, always nice to take the trip to Manchester with one of these teams that we've followed all season long.
Well, it's a great atmosphere for the tournament final for girls, you know, and we saw these two teams play each other about, what was it, a week and a half ago, John Collins?
Right,
about a week ago. No, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
2 weeks ago,
in the regular season.
2 weeks ago on a Friday night, we saw these
For
two
the
teams
number
go.
one seed, they went at it.
Yes, and you know what? There's a player missing in this game who has played a key role in that game. That's Brianna Purcell. She's got a back injury. She's not going to be able to play. And if she does, she'd be very limited. So that's going to hurt. That's the point guard for Bedford. That is going to hurt the Bulldogs.
She had the most touches for Bedford.
No kidding. That's going to hurt the Bulldogs. But you know what? In a championship game, players always seem to rise to the occasion. And I would expect that to be the case in this one as well. You know, the Guertin players, they're all breathing a big sigh as they get into their introductory mode. One of the reasons is, as the season unfolded and they went into January, into early February, they had the feeling that this is a team that could win a title. Look at them, they're all gazelles. You know, they're all tall, 5'9" and above, 5'8", 5'9", 6, 5'11", 5'10", and they can run the floor, but they're very quick with their hands and their basketball IQ is high. And they're coached by a hockey guy.
Brad Creek.
Brad Creek,
and they're disciplined too. They're a great team to watch. They put the team in team basketball.
One of the smartest things that Brad Creek did was that guy right in the middle of your screen on the bench walking. Kyle Tate, the assistant coach for BG. He's a girls basketball coach in the area. Brad made his first call to him and said, will you help me on the bench? Will you come and help me on the bench? And that's what he got. And now we're going to have the national anthem played by the Bishop Guertin High School Band.
Serving around the world, protecting our freedoms, with the playing of our national anthem performed for us this evening by the Bishop Guertin Pep Band.
And there you have it, the Bishop Guertin High School Pep Band with the national anthem here on the road at Southern New Hampshire University, home of the Penmen. There's Brad Creek with his arm around Abby Field, his center. Also, I noticed Jim Mignoltiers, the AD, he had a big day. Pete Palladino was at the high school hockey game earlier today, where the boys hockey team won their game, and he traveled up the road as we did here to Manchester to watch this Division I girls basketball tournament title game. Bishop Guertin finished the regular season with a record of 17-1. Bedford finished in second place, or a three-way tie for second, with a record of 15-3. As Tom mentioned, Bedford missing a key piece. Brianna Purcell went down with a back problem. We had a conflicting report. It might have been a concussion suffered in the last game, but the end result on this.
She ain't playing.
Right, and that's a big blow to Bedford's chances.
It is, and it's too bad for her. You know, you work all year long to get to that point.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
Bedford actually finished third behind Londonderry. Londonderry was the second seed, but the Lancers ended up losing as Bedford fought hard to get to the final, and here they are.
Guertin wins the opening tap. Abby Field goes back to get it. Megan Cram has it on the far sideline, working towards the middle, being guarded by Madeline Blake for Bedford. We welcome the Bedford TV viewers on BC TV to this broadcast here on Nashua ETV. Glad to have you along for the ride as well to watch your tremendous basketball team play in the title game. Driving to the basket, Carolyn Hoffer draws the foul.
We talked a lot about this during the course of the season, John. You see Guertin, they took the high percentage shot, gets the foul called. They don't shoot jump shots very well, at least not early in the game. The jump shooting ability helped them beat Bedford down the stretch in that game we saw, but they're not a three-point, they're not a bombs away type of team.
You know, that's the closest thing to a jump shot on a foul shot that you'll see Carolyn Hoffer's style. You know, maybe she should go for the set shot more on the free throws there. You got to work with her on that. That's one of the
We're taking applications now.
Long shot. Bedford's three-point attempt was made by Nicole Tucci, long on the shot. Megan Cram puts the brakes on, gets it back to Marie LaPlante. Will do a lot of ball handling for Guertin, but Nicole Tucci steps in the passing lane and gets a steal. Up top it goes, driving in the lane, and the stop there was Madeline Blake. She's got a jump ball possession arrow, Bedford.
Tucci, one of those players who's got to, absorb the loss of Purcell. She is actually one of their better shooters.
Outside, Nicole Tucci holding it over her head, being marked by Molly D. Up top, and the jumper by Blake, no good, missed badly off to the left.
Yeah, this is not textbook basketball we're watching right now, John Collins. This is tournament finals jitters. That's what we're seeing out on the floor.
Looks like it. Molly D holding it over her head, trying to drive through, kicks it outside to Marie LaPlante. Marie coming up top, twisting around. Abby Field has it, trying
She's got a lane all the way.
Go to the basket, and somehow it doesn't go, and the loose ball foul on the offensive board.
D, I think.
I think that was against Abby.
I think it was against D, going in there and knocking the ball. Yep, it is on D.
That was the announcement. Madeline Blake inbounding it. Finds Allison Fillion. Allison Fillion filling the role that Brianna Purcell had in the previous game that we saw, the battle for first place back at Bishop Guertin High School.
Yeah, this is what you're seeing now is typical of teams in a championship setting, taking almost a half a quarter to try to feel each other out and get over some of the jitters.
Blake with the wide open three over everything.
See what I mean?
Yeah, it continues.
Yeah, it does.
Janoyce Lanayan, number 23 with a touch.
There it is. Yep.
Lanayan, and she misses the basket that she would normally make.
The bunny.
Yeah.
You know, it was contested, but still. That's just a little adrenaline and a little bit nerves. Now there's a layup right there. See, there's a bad miss. That's usually a basket for Guertin right there. Usually a three-point play. She'll go to the line. She mistimed that completely.
I think Janoyce got a hand on that. Impeded her a little bit, but it is a high percentage play, though. Going to the hoop, Tom, that's one way to defeat the jitters. Take it to the basket. And so, a little less of a jump there by Megan. But she's struggling at the line.
Yeah, struggling. Missed free throws.
Alexis Meservy checks into the game, number 22 for Bedford.
Lanayan comes out to try to set, and she's getting talked to kind of settle her down. Again, missed free throws. We are scoreless.
We are scoreless a few minutes into this game.
Almost 3 minutes in.
There's a two-point shot. That misses off the front of the basket. And another miss.
This is unbelievable.
This might be a record for a New Hampshire Division I championship game as far as scoreless minutes.
For futility.
To open the game. Yep. It's cold. Everybody's got cold hands in this game.
Yeah,
it's
ice
amazing.
water in their veins.
Nicole Tucci with the runner.
There
Gets
it is, Tucci. I'd like to see the ball in her hands a lot if I'm Bedford, because I think she's a scorer.
She is, and she just needs to get on track. She does there. 2-0. Bedford leads it. Abby Field with the bunny.
Great play by Field as she basically, cemented herself in the paint and signaled to get she wanted the ball.
An open shot in rhythm. 3 points for Alexis Meservy.
That's what happens in the game. Once somebody scores, everybody else starts to get on track.
Meservy, the hot Reservy, as she comes into the game. Marie LaPlante lays it in off the glass and gets fouled. Tremendous play by the point guard for Guertin, and she will go to the line.
Boy, is this a case of just go at it, go at it, go at it. I mean, these kids are really battling out there. They are falling to the floor.
And that would have given Guertin the lead. It's 4-4. Oh, excuse me, it is 5-4 after the three-pointer by Bedford. Driving to the basket, no good. Madeline Blake had a good look at it, just couldn't put it into that square above the hoop enough. Megan Cram's going to back it out. Looking for a lane that isn't there, she gives it up to Marie LaPlante. LaPlante changes direction twice. Abby Field at the top of the key. Carolyn Hoffer circling. Molly D, all 5 players have touched it in this possession. She'll shoot a 3. D for 3, but might have been falling away a little bit.
It's not their game, John. They're getting away from their game a little bit here. Their game is run the floor, transition, try to get easy buckets, get it inside. They've been trying to do that a couple of times down the floor. The other times they've been trying to launch up long-range missiles. That doesn't work for Guertin. Nice pass.
Meservy with the no-look pass, and drawing the foul underneath was Courtney O'Connell.
If I'm Bedford, even though I may have a little bit better outside shooting, I would love to get some of Guertin's big people in foul trouble. You've got to try to cut into that Guertin depth once in a while, because they've got a lot of it. Brad Creek can throw people out there, in waves if he wants to.
He's about to throw 2 new players into the game. Megan Donovan is coming in.
See, on cue.
On cue from Molly D, and Rachel Marion also into the game for Bishop Guertin. As Megan Cram and Molly D take a break. And we watch free throws. It's a 3-point play completion. So Bedford sinking some baskets here after the opening jitters, and BG still has them, and apparently.
Yeah, they were trying for that, baseline corner play again. But Megan Donovan, if she was a little quicker on the dribble, had a lane to go to the basket. Passed it up. Guertin's going to have to do this on the defensive end. They're not in sync offensively, you can tell, John.
Yeah.
They've got to do it defensively right now.
6-4. Bedford leads it.
Oh, open shot.
And missing the open shot.
Boy, she left Rachel Marion in the dust.
Alexis Meservy.
Marion recovered, but just barely in time. Wow, there it is. Well, he gets to try enough of them. You're going to hit him, and Guertin gets the lead, 7-6.
Carolyn Hoffer.
Yeah, on that big Hoffer 3.
From
She's a
deep.
sophomore. Boy, you look at this team.
Meservy's going to take it. She made it from there earlier, and she makes it again. That's her spot on the floor, Alexis Meservy.
You look at this team, they're losing LaPlante and they're losing Barrett. Barrett, those are the only 2 real mainstays.
Megan Donovan, the Bedford fans wanted to travel. Abby Field with a great rebound there, taking it away from 2 Bulldogs. Driving baseline, ran out of room.
Kick.
Bounced it off the leg of a Bedford player, the official says.
I thought it was off of Guertin. I thought it was off of Donovan, but I guess not.
They said it was off of Nicole Tucci instead. 2:15 remaining here in the first quarter. And Bedford up 9-7 thanks to that latest 3-point shot.
Boy, do BG and Bedford just seem to intersect in tournament play in all different sports, or what?
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Hockey,
boys soccer, girls soccer, football.
Football.
We saw it all fall I think they played each other in 3 different sports.
It's a rivalry.
It really is.
No
It's
question.
becoming one. It really is, you know?
And they're geographically close, too.
Well, not really.
Long shot. Well, I mean,
Guertin's got other schools that are.
it's not Plymouth.
No, but it's not Nashville North or South.
Right, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not across the bridge.
Yeah, the geography.
Hoffer's long-range 3 doesn't go. Loose ball's on the floor, and that's where you'll find Marie LaPlante and Rachel Marion. Actually, I thought that was Marie that time. It was number 13.
I think part of the rivalry is kids from Bedford, if they wanted to, a lot of them used to go to Guertin. You know?
Yeah.
Until they built their own school, Guertin used to draw from Bedford pretty well.
Oh, sure, yeah. Marie LaPlante, long pass. So if you're a Bedford resident who graduated from BG, who are you rooting for in this game?
You're rooting for Guertin, you're rooting for your alma mater.
Ha
I don't think there's any question about
Unless
it.
you got a relative on the team,
On
right?
the team, right,
Yeah.
exactly.
You got mixed feelings. Abby Fields up top.
Well, then you're rooting for your kid. I think.
Late stages of the first quarter, Abby Field driving to the basket. And what do they got? A call of travel on that?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of
see
contact.
A lot of contact.
And she was dribbling right into the contact.
When in doubt, call a travel.
I guess.
You know?
I mean, I don't think she had time to travel.
I don't think so either.
She was bouncing it all the way into contact. Bedford's bounce pass. Nicole Tucci gets it inside for the turnaround. Nice looking jumper by Courtney O'Connell. Doesn't go. Courtney doing all kinds of work underneath the basket. Nearly got a 3rd chance. Out of bounds off of BG.
That'll be Bedford ball again here.
Courtney O'Connell working hard for the Bulldogs underneath. Gets another chance for Bedford to score here. As we get down toward the very end of the first quarter. Rachel Widrig with it. Whips it inside to O'Connell. And a foul is called.
It's going to be called on Guertin, I believe.
Non-shooting foul.
But she traveled. She took 2 steps when she got
Another
the ball.
foul on Molly D. Yeah, she did.
That's a 2 on D.
Yeah.
Hoffer back in for D.
So Bedford.
Boy, you know what? I mean, the one difference you see here, not a lot of baseline room.
No.
Look at that.
No.
Very,
you run
very
out quickly.
Very, very tight.
Yeah. Mia Roy holds it over her head, kicks it in the corner. O'Connell with the open jumper doesn't go. Great job of boxing out by Rachel Marion. And here comes Marie LaPlante. Stop and go. Stops again. Megan Cram knifing through the defense.
Great
Brilliant
play by Cram. I've been waiting to see a play like that for Guertin all game. That's what they're good at doing. Their big people are very good at dribbling the ball and getting penetration into the paint and getting easy baskets. And the transition game, and here we go with the turnover.
And more good hands from Megan Cram doing the ball handling now. Calling for a pick. She goes off the screen, gives it back to Hoffer for the open 3. In and out. And that'll do it. First quarter in the books of the New Hampshire Girls Division I Championship game. And we have
the Bulldogs up by 3, 12-9 over the Cardinals of Bishop Guertin after 1 quarter of play here at Southern New Hampshire University.
It makes sense they call the lower seeded team the guest and the home team.
Well, that's it. The home team is always the highest seed is always the home team in the tournament game.
Home of the Penmen. How about this crowd here today again? It's always pretty good for these championship games, Tom. They had the co-ed unified basketball game before this championship.
Keene won it.
They did.
Yes, Keene is the victor.
Good for them.
Yeah, how about that?
We saw Conant. Did they?
We saw Conant. I don't think Conant made it to the finals.
They didn't make it to the final, right?
But Keene takes the title. And of course, we saw how intent they were last year in the tournament.
Yeah.
And
There's Coach Mark Phillips in front of the Guertin High School pep band, entertaining during the break between the first and second quarters. What's Brad Creek telling his team right there?
Well, I think he's telling his team to attack the basket. Keep going at it, but also try to relax a little bit. But you've got to play defense. 12 points in a quarter. In some ways, that's going to be 48 in the game. I don't think you even want it to get that high. We want to play better defense. And I
Yeah.
think that's what he's telling his team right now.
And of course, 9 points, very low-scoring quarter for the Lady Cardinals.
But you know what? You play better defense, your scoring is going to go up because you're going to get some transition baskets.
They're directly related, as Tom often states.
Yeah, I'm like a broken record.
It's a great point, though. You always see that. Nicole Tucci going between the legs, calling a play. Flings it inside and getting it a shot away
There's
with
your
no
defense
foul.
right there.
Yeah.
Although I don't like the fact she was able to get the ball that way.
Madeline Blake with the miss. Megan Cram with the make.
Yeah, Cram doing it again on the layup.
So it's 12 to 11.
There's a typical example. Your defense leads to a transition basket. That's Guertin's game.
Abby Field not arguing the blocking call there. Here you see the scores 12 to 11 in favor of the Bulldogs, who are just into the second quarter of play here at New Hampshire, Southern New Hampshire University in Manchester. Nashua ETV, I'm John Collins along with Tom King. Cameraman is Frank Wallant and our executive producer Pete Johnson. Thought about this shot, did Allison Fillion. Instead, it's going to be Madeline Blake. Baseline left it short. Rachel Marion comes out of the crowd, throws it away. Heads up play by Fillion to gather that right on her shoulder. Fillion gets it back. Looking for an open teammate, calling a play. To her left. Marie LaPlante sticking with her like her shadow. Janoyce Lanayan maneuvering the hook shot high off the glass, no good. Megan Cram with a yeoman rebound. And down court she comes. Cram thinking about the shot, she's wide open, she'll take it and she'll make it.
She is on fire. She's got 6 points. And I think that's what Bedford's going to talk over is how to stop Megan Cram.
Sue Thomas calls the timeout for Bedford. She figures Megan Cram can't score when the clock's not ticking at least, and that's going to be an opportunity for a strategy session for the Bulldogs.
It's a 13-12 Guertin lead.
Promising start to the second quarter for the Lady Cardinals. And there you see the Bishop Guertin student body. And Frank zeroing in now on the Bishop Guertin huddle. Brad has a pointed message for his team. A lot of these girls, you use that term, Tom, basketball IQ, and that's something that you sensed about this Bishop Guertin team pretty early on in the season.
Yep.
And there's a lot of players.
Well, for your big people to be able to move the ball the way they do, they have to have that, you know?
And high off the glass, a foul's committed. I said to my son the other night watching a Bruins game, I said, you know what, out of all the sports, hockey is the ultimate team game. And he started to argue the point a little bit about he loves football, you know, and I said, but we talked about the specifics of it, but you mentioned Brad Creek is a hockey coach. And I sort of get that vibe from this Bishop Guertin basketball team that they have that almost like hockey team mentality.
I don't know if he coached the game. I know he played it very well.
Yeah.
He was played well enough to have a chance at a pro career. But he's been involved in basketball from the youth level on up for the last 8 or 9 years. So he's really taken to it. So I think you're right, but I'm going to argue football though.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, because I think in hockey a lot depends on the goalie. In football a lot depends on your quarterback. When you get 22 guys on a football field, that's a team game, you know? You got to have a lot going on there. So I'm going to say football is more the ultimate team game than hockey.
I'm going to respectfully disagree with you, and I'll get back to basketball now before we get off track.
I'll argue with you at halftime off camera.
All right.
And I'll tell you, I'll give you a lot of examples why.
Okay, Megan Cram coming down court. That's a whole show. Marie LaPlante has it up top. Inside. Those free throws for Bedford, by the way, gave them the lead, and Carolyn dribbles it off her foot. Excellent defense being played there by Bedford's, I almost said Brianna Purcell. It's actually Alexis Meservy, number 22, not 12. Bedford does lead it, 14-13. Nice digital scoreboard they have here at Southern New Hampshire
We've been
University.
used to that. We've seen a lot of you look at the stats and numbers all right on the scoreboard. That's what they do here at SNHU. They do a great job of providing the information for the fans and the media as well. It's a great venue to have these events.
So Guertin dribbles it out of bounds, and Mia Roy in Bedford returns the favor. The Bulldogs still lead 14-13.
I tell you, John, every time I see BG and Bedford play in basketball, in girls basketball, I harken back to that state title game 3 years ago where the Cardinals had the game in hand and could make foul shots.
That's right. With all those freshmen on Bedford,
Yep.
they took the title. Great lay-in for Bishop Guertin, and another timeout is going to be called here.
No.
It's just the ball loose.
Ball
Oh,
just
sorry.
was loose.
Or the whistle. Inbound play for Bedford, difficult. You can see that Bishop Guertin putting on the man-to-man defense, blanket style, full court. Madeline Blake looking for an opening, and it's out of bounds off of
BG.
Yeah. Megan Morelli playing tight defense, got a hand on it. Madeline Blake will inbound it. Under 5 minutes to go first half.
Chase that ball down. It's a good idea to be able to go into the back court with that, but still, don't want to lose it. They're going to get Lanian untracked inside. Try to get some of these BG big people in foul trouble.
Up top, Alexis Meservy, and we have a whistle. Offensive foul called.
Yep. It's too bad, though, because what that did was prevent a Guertin transition play. Because they had already gotten the turnover. They'll take the ball, but they had already gotten the turnover. They were on their way down the floor, John Collins. They would have been ahead of the field maybe for an easy basket.
You're right, it looked like a 4-on-1.
Yeah, it sure did.
In the making there before the whistle stopped them. Marie LaPlante will bring it down court. BG nursing a 1-point lead right now with possession of the ball. Marie changes direction. Megan Cram through the defense. Big contact. Probably a good no call there. Looked like the ball impacted a Bedford player. Marie LaPlante nearly lost her ball and the pivot foot. And Megan Cram gets sandwiched and draws a foul. She split the defense.
Tucci foul call.
It's her first and the team's fifth.
Boy, if I'm Bedford offensively, I want to get her going again.
Rachel Marion with it.
Remember what she did in that regular season game when she got them back in it?
Double dribbles called on Rachel Marion, who almost had no choice because she lost the handle off the dribble.
I think in the half-court offense, Guertin needs to get the ball in the hands of that girl right there, Marie LaPlante. They need to get it back into her hands a little bit more.
Yeah, good call. She's got the no-look pass ability, penetration ability.
But her rival is not in this game.
Yeah.
You know, Purcell.
We talked about the battle they had.
Oh, yeah.
Brianna Purcell.
Plenty of them over the years.
Yeah.
Different sports, including this.
The handoff, the open three. Boom. Allison Fillion, good-looking shot, just inches to the left. Around the rim and in.
And the Bulldogs regain the lead.
Believe that was Alexis Meservy with the basket, or it could have been Nicole Tucci. Marie LaPlante trying to find that open lane, gets her rebound back around the rim and no good. And LaPlante trying to get that open, or that loose ball on the floor. Bedford comes away with it. Allison Fillion being marked by LaPlante, gets it inside. Nicole Tucci pops it up and just off the rim.
Still though, I'd keep going to Tucci from that spot.
Yep. She might have shot it before she locked her vision in on the basket.
But as we've said before, this is not exactly what you call textbook basketball.
No.
2:53 to play first half, as you saw on the scoreboard. The Bulldogs with a 1-point lead. LaPlante gets the ball. Let's see what happens here.
Immediate double team seals off the baseline on Megan Donovan. The runner by...
Yeah, they did a good job of forcing her to the outside, forcing Megan Morelli to the outside like that.
Tucci has it. Fillion holding the ball, calling a play with Marie LaPlante inches away from her. Meservy inside Tucci. She'll shoot it, and she left it short. Morelli rebound. LaPlante changes direction as she brings the ball down the middle of the court. Looking to her right, looking to her left, and back again. Marion with it. Marie LaPlante. Both these teams know each other so well, they kind of know the favorite moves, and they're taking them away. Carolyn Hoffer driving, draws the foul. Is the count?
No, they're going to say no. They're going to, don't know what the call was. Was it a travel or was it a foul call? All I know is it's no basket.
I was looking at the wrong official.
I thought she traveled, but
yeah, maybe that was it. So didn't hear any foul call. Tucci in rhythm, can't get it to go, and boxing out Megan Cram draws the foul over the back.
Going to be on Courtney O'Connell.
Low scoring first half.
Boy, is it ever.
16-15. Bedford in front.
You'd like to say it's because of stifling defense, but I think all these teams have gotten good looks at the basket. Both teams.
Morelli. Open look for Cram, and case in point, doesn't make the shot. Bedford rebound.
A lot of these shots are not hit.
Courtney O'Connell looking for an open teammate. Lanian off her hands.
That's BG's game right there.
Megan Donovan
With
take
Bedford.
it back out.
Good job by Bedford to get back on defense.
Marie LaPlante.
Cram.
Nothing there. She has to give it back to Marie. Morelli holding it.
Good defense by Bedford here.
Megan Cram.
Offense on Cram, I think. Plowed right into her.
Yeah, pretty clear-cut call there. Megan Cram running into.
Yeah, but that's a case where the defense frustrated Guertin. Bedford cut off the interior. They were willing to give up the corner, but they got over there very quickly when they had to. So not a bad job at all.
Stingy playoff defense by Bedford has produced a 1-point lead to this point in the game with under a minute to go. 45 seconds now as Bedford takes the ball across midcourt, leading 16-15 in the first half. About to come to an end. Nicole Tucci dribbling back. Cross-court pass. Bedford not playing for the last shot. They're looking for a quality shot, and they got it. Courtney O'Connell
Gets
for two.
The rim, the roll off the rim. 18-15 now in favor of Bedford, a 3-point lead.
Marie LaPlante has it.
Matching the lead they had at 12-9.
Time ticking down. Morelli might have to shoot it here. Hoffer with it.
Boy, BG is struggling offensively, John, all of a sudden. Bedford with a good man-to-man defense, it looks like, with a little bit of a zone.
And it's no good, and that'll do it.
They lay it off the corner, and they do a great job, and that's it for the half. BG can't even get that last-second shot off. Not very good execution on the part of the Cardinals, and they trail here at halftime 18-15 because their offense has been stagnant.
I am betting on a much different story in the second half, Tom.
All right, John Collins, we'll see.
18-15, Bedford leads it. We are at halftime, and through the magic of editing, that halftime action halftime break will be evaporated, and we'll have the action of the second half coming right up here on Nashua ETV.
The New Hampshire Interscholastic Athletic Association presents the Life of an Athlete program.
Hi, I'm Morgan Andrews. I play at the University of Notre Dame, and I believe in the importance of hydration, rest, and nutrition.
I'm Kevin Nolan from Nashua, New Hampshire. I play for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. I learned right away, you gotta get your rest.
Water is the best thing that you can put in your body. Nutrition is important because you're fueling your body, and your body is what gets you through the day. It's what gets you through a game.
Learn more at loanh.org.
Welcome back to Southern New Hampshire University in Manchester. Bishop Guertin Lady Cardinals versus the Bedford Bulldogs. We welcome our Nashua ETV viewers and our Bedford BCTV viewers to this broadcast. John Collins with Tom King, Frank Wallen on camera.
A lot more minutes played than points scored, I'll tell you that. But 18 for Bedford, and their leader right now with total points. Is this right? I guess it is. Missouri? 9 points they've got her for. No.
She had a couple threes.
Yeah, 9 points. There's your threes.
And she had some free throws.
Yeah, and she's got 2 fouls. Missouri with 9. For Guertin, it's, as we thought, Cram with 6. She had that little 6-point run, but she's been shut down ever since.
Knifing through the defense, Molly D can't get the lay-in to go.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's been sort of the game in a microcosm right there.
Guertin 7 for 18 from the floor in the first half.
Yeah.
You'd think that there was going to be less. They didn't take enough shots in reality. Bedford took more shots, 6 for 27. So their field goal percentage way off from Guertin, but they've got the 3-point lead.
Taking more shots. Janois Lanayan draws a foul underneath. Quirky game, Tom. Nothing like the game we called previously between these two teams a couple weeks ago. There seems to be more intensity in the cozy confines of the Bishop Guertin gym. Of course, we're at a university here where it's got more of a stadium feel to it. And both teams have really struggled to score in the field, at the free throw line.
It's got a stadium feel to it, but the court isn't that huge.
Right.
Like it is in Durham when you go to Lund Home Gym and it's like it's like a mile to the basket.
But an indication of what a quirky game it is. You have a player that came off the bench that was the leading scorer here at halftime, Alexis Missouri.
Yeah,
Marie LaPlante bringing it down court.
They're down 4 with 7:29 to play in the third quarter.
Marie calling a play, changing direction. Molly D with it. Bounce pass, Carolyn Hoffer looking for an opening. Going baseline, loses it, and bounce pass stolen.
Yeah, you know what I see there? Hoffer looking and looking and looking. She was looking for a cutter, and there was none.
No, there was nobody to help her out.
Guertin is not alert offensively at all.
And I'll tell you something else that Guertin is not getting that we've seen them get in every other game that we've done this season. Nice block there by Carolyn Hoffer. Yes, steals and easy layups off of steals.
They're not doing it.
And that's a credit to Bedford's ball handling, really not giving away any easy turnovers. And
there was a chance at it.
Yeah, they were trying to get back to that.
There and just too far.
And not able to connect.
Out of sync. And you can see the look of concern on the Cardinal faces on that bench. They know that even though it's a close game, that 4-point lead looks like 8.
At the moment, it does. Holding it, Madeline Blake, the junior forward, hands it off to Allison Fillion. Inside, Courtney O'Connell tried a bounce pass to Janois Lanayan, stolen away by Rachel Marion. Third quarter. Just over 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. The VG trailing by 4. Megan Cram has it. Marie LaPlante with it. Nobody seemingly has a solution to this Bedford lockdown defense right now. Marion scooping it inside, knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs.
Well, when you get this kind of defense, what you got to do is you got to set screens. You've got to move without the ball.
Marie LaPlante looking for somebody to move into an open passing area and finds Marion driving, drawing a triple team, dumps it off to Cram.
Oh, Cram.
Hook shot, no.
I think Cram got away with a double dribble there, too.
It appeared so, but she missed the shot. Blake goes through, draws contact, they let him play. Marie LaPlante pokes it out of bounds.
Right, Bedford, they want to hit because they are wasting valuable chances to open this game up. They could really take control of this game right now if they can get their offense in gear.
Yeah, I mean, their offense almost consisted of Alexis Missouri with outside shooting in the first.
This little player right here who could do it, I think.
Tucci misses.
Yeah, she's rushing her shot a little bit.
Was she fouled?
Well, I guess.
Was she in the act of shooting? Are they going to put her on the line for 3? There's a little confusion about whether that's a...
No, they're going to go with an inbounds underneath. I'm surprised. What's that all about? I guess they say she was fouled after the shot.
Okay. Madeline Blake will inbound it for the Bulldogs. Third quarter. 19-15, Bedford on top.
Got to go to the hoop there.
Villion had it stripped on the way to the hoop. And Marie LaPlante running the fast break, kicks it outside. Cram in rhythm.
There it is.
For two, cuts it down to a one-possession lead, 19-17.
But John, that's Guertin's first basket, and I think over almost 6 minutes of play.
Wow. And of course, we only have 8-minute quarters, traveled by Courtney O'Connell, and BG basketball with a chance to tie. Bedford takes a 30-second timeout. Sue Thomas wants to talk to her team. Sue assisted by Natalie Wilson.
John, their last basket before that hoop was a layup by Megan Morelli. Guess when it occurred?
With a minute left to go in the half, first half?
With 5:05 left to go in the half. They've gone almost 8 minutes without a basket.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's not
And
good.
they're only down by 4. Or by 2, I think, 19-17.
Talk about a low-scoring
Oh my goodness.
championship
This is
game.
Not what you envision when you look at these two teams playing each other. 4:56. They went almost 8 minutes
That's a full quarter.
without scoring. Not just without a basket. That includes foul shots, everything. Without scoring.
It's hard to do.
That is hard to do.
As talented as this team
Exactly.
is. Rachel Marion has it, and it's knocked
See
away
it.
by a Bedford player.
Marion, just, you catch that ball, you got to go right back up with it. She tried to maneuver herself for a better chance. Trust your ability to create contact and get the foul if you don't think you've got a clear shot.
Tucci tried the jump
And
shot.
see,
That didn't go.
Tucci is off for Bedford. If she was on, this game would be in really tough straits for Guertin.
Molly D in traffic.
Cram
open again. Misses. Rebound Guertin. Molly D grabbed it. Carolyn Hoffer looking for an opening. She could take it to the left. There was a lane there to the basket. Driving. Offensive foul. Ooh, generous call. Bedford had late position
I
there.
thought so too. I thought that was a generous call on the part of the referee. I thought Guertin should have gotten the benefit of the doubt there.
Inbounding the ball will be Madeline Blake, 19-17. As long as that basket wasn't coming, they've been still in short supply since then. It's not like BG's heated up or anything. The defense is still there though. Carolyn Hoffer with the steal. Rachel Marion, sideline Cram. Cram looking for an opening. And that's a play where if you got players cutting to the basket, you give Megan Cram options to pass to as she gets closer. It seemed to be a lot of open space. No one's cutting to the basket.
cutting it. We've seen that over and over again in this game.
It's a mystery because it's kind of an anomaly. We've seen a lot of BG games and it's just sluggish and sloppy right now. Case in point. And just as much as both teams seem to feed off each other offensively in the last game we did, this offensive sluggishness is contagious here in this game. Both teams having trouble scoring, even on layups like that. Molly D can't get it to go. Complete layup drill. Tucci, long on the shot. LaPlante comes away with it, finds Molly D ahead of the field. Too far, travel.
I don't know about that travel call.
Just no in-sync.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
It's almost like they're playing tired. Is that crazy to say?
They've got no reason to be tired. They had a couple days in between games.
That's the vibe I'm getting right now. 19-17. It's almost like the effort for both of these teams to climb the mountain and get to the New Hampshire Girls Basketball Division I title game was so taxing that they're low in the gas tank right now. 2:55 to go, third quarter. Bedford ahead 19-17, nearly lost it again. And another offensive foul is called as Tucci bumps into LaPlante, knocks her down, and it's BG basketball. It's rough out there.
It is, and it's ragged.
Ragged and rough. Pick your adjective. A difficult game for both teams. But a championship is on the line as Marie LaPlante brings it across half court. Holding it over her head, Megan Donovan, just nobody to throw to except Megan Cram coming way out near midcourt. Cram with the stop and go. Back to Cram, and it's stolen. BG just out of ideas of how to score right now.
Yeah, you look at Brad Creek, he's sitting back, he's just looking out on the floor. Yeah, I think he's out of ideas. No flow.
Abby Field blocking off the lane, and defense being played by Rachel Marion, and she's mystified why they called a foul on her, or Megan Donovan, her first. Madeline Blake at the line for 2 shots to try to double up the Bedford lead. She misses the free throw.
Unbelievable.
And the reason we're kind of chuckling, folks, is because these teams are much better than this.
Well,
Both of them.
It's infectious.
Exactly. And she hits the second one. So.
Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah, over and back. They are so far out of sync right now. They are lucky. Extremely lucky.
Can you call a one-day timeout?
Yeah, I know. I mean, they are, I know, really.
Can you call a restart?
They are so fortunate to be only down 3 points, and Bedford should be up by about 15 by now if they could have gotten their offense on track.
Yeah.
Golden opportunity for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, both teams have been ragged as they come, and they're better than this. Lanian has it outside. Rachel Widrig with it.
It's nerves, John. It's the you know, it's just the fun. You know, it's the stakes.
Lanian makes the basket.
And I was going to say they need Lanian to get on track too.
And what do we have? A whistle, a timeout for BG. Brad Crick wants to talk
They're down
over.
5, 22-17. They have only scored 2 points in the last, I venture,
over a quarter.
10 minutes of basketball.
Yeah. And some mystified looks over there, Bishop Guertin, about just what is happening.
They need a spark.
They need a player to get hot.
Exactly. Yeah. You just said they need.
I don't know who thinks
they
can
need
speed
a
it up.
player to say, okay, this is enough. I'm taking this game over.
They've got the players to do it. Somebody's got to step up and assert themselves, or Bishop Guertin is not going to walk out of here a state champion. And same for Bedford, really. I mean, that was a nice shot by Janoyce Lanian, but they need a lot more of that.
You figure with the way Guertin's played offensively, Bedford, probably at good estimation, should be up 30-17 right now. They're only up 22-17. You could probably say there's at least 4 possessions that they've had where they should have come away with 2 points. And that's your 8 points, and that's your 30.
Bedford totally taking away the jailbreak baskets that BG has gotten before, where they steal the ball, they go down the court, and they lay it in. There's been none of that in this game for Guertin. Marie LaPlante to Molly D. Inside Abby Field, maneuvering, and draws the foul. Janoyce Lanian said, I had my hand on the basketball. Where was the foul? But
so Guertin has gone with just 2 points in the last 11-22.
And Abby Field with some pressurized free throws here in the third quarter, makes one.
Now they have 3 points in the last 11-22.
Abby's pretty ambidextrous. She shoots her free throws with her right hand. I see her put a lot of layups up with her left hand and hook shots. And misses that one.
4-point game, 22-18, the Bulldogs.
Just 1:20 to go in the third quarter. Rachel Widrick being marked by Marie LaPlante. Janoyce Lanian going to work on Abby Field and traveled.
Yep. That's something Lanian can work on in the offseason because she's got quickness. If she can master that move, she can get a lot of easy buckets during the course of the season.
LaPlante bringing it down court. 1:10 left, third quarter. Marie drew a triple team, kicked it out to Abby Field. The runner scores.
Guertin's first field goal in a while.
A hook shot by Abby Field. In close. Woodrig taking her time across midcourt, but beats the 10-second rule. 50 seconds to go, third quarter. LaPlante pokes it away, dives for it, nearly got the steal. Deflected pass, open look, way over the basket by Alexis Meservy, who had a couple of three-pointers in the first half. And
foul
a foul
Guertin,
call.
I believe. I thought over the back on the Cardinals, but no, I think they're going to call it on Bedford.
Third team foul against Bedford. And as you see, Carolyn Hoffer getting set to inbound it. With a half a minute left to go. BG has a chance to tie this game up here at the end of the third
It's
quarter.
unbelievable, really, the way that things have gone here.
Marie LaPlante with it. No obvious holes in this Bedford defense, and it's perplexing the Lady Cardinals.
Will they play for the last shot?
Abby Field with the hook.
Got
Gets it to go. Abby Field getting a bit of a hot hand here in the third quarter.
And we're tied.
We are tied at 22.
Incredible.
7 seconds. 5. 4 seconds left. Tucci deflected pass. They're not going to get a shot away. That's how the third quarter ends, tied at 22. Tom, if I told you a championship game was tied at 22, would you not assume it was the first quarter or the first half?
Well,
we're going to the fourth quarter, 22 all.
Considering a couple of the tournament games we've seen in the boys, yeah.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. They're both putting 80 points up.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's still exciting. It's a bit puzzling, but a state title is in the offing here.
8 minutes to play. These two teams have battled all season long, and it comes down to 1 quarter of basketball.
That's it. Even Steven.
Yep.
1 quarter of play. Bedford missing a key player, Brianna Purcell.
You got to think that that's got something to do with their offensive inability to.
Here's a strange thought. If Brianna Purcell was in the game, both teams would be playing better. Just feel like, with their competitive juices going.
Yeah, I think you're right. Good point. I think you're right.
It's kind of thrown off the equation a little bit. BG would like to get into a running game, would they not? It's been kind of a set offense.
Well, BG would like to get their transition game going off their defense.
Right.
That's what they want to get into. They don't want to match points with Bedford. They want to get into a transition game.
Abby Field, who scored the last 2 baskets for Guertin, dangerous. Baseline pass. Hoffer going to the basket, gets it back, puts it up and in. Carolyn Hoffer, great play.
Great persistence by Hoffer.
Allison Filion out of bounds, fouled by Marie LaPlante. That is only Marie LaPlante's first foul. Guertin has the lead with that Carolyn Hoffer basket, 24-22 here in the fourth quarter. Stolen away, Molly D.
This is what they do.
Marie LaPlante.
Create
Hoffer
traveled.
She should have taken the shot. She had the idea.
Hesitated. That's why she traveled.
He who hesitates is lost. And she who hesitates is lost as well. Down court come the Bulldogs. Fourth quarter for all the marbles. New Hampshire girls basketball Division I championship game. That was a tentative shot, to say the least, and the airball chant by the BG student body. The runner by Courtney O'Connell. Abby Field, the rebound stripped away. Jump ball. Possession arrow Bedford.
Ooh, Field looks like she's hurt on that play. She winced in pain. She might have jammed her knee a little bit. She's gonna come out.
She's holding her right eye. Just needs a moment, I think.
She winced.
I don't know if she wears contact.
I don't know, but she winced in pain when she was on the floor. You can see it, 24-22, 6:57 potentially, unless we go to overtime, left in the girls' Division I basketball season. What are we going to do? Next basket wins?
Oh, man. Has it got to that point?
It may.
That's over and back. That's over and back, isn't it?
Should've
Oh, it was
been
an
called
inbound
out.
play. Excuse me. Sorry.
That's right,
I thought they
inbounds,
tipped
yeah.
it, though. That does not count? When you tip it in the forecourt and it goes into the backcourt?
I mean, if it was Guertin tip,
No, it was a Bedford tip into the backcourt.
it should count. Yeah.
I thought it should be a whistle. It's okay to inbound a basketball into the backcourt, but I don't think if it's tipped first and it goes in there by momentum, which is what happened. The catch and shoot, no good. Rebound, Rachel Marion. Carolyn Hoffer down court. BG trying to add to their 2-point lead, up 24-22. Molly D running out of room baseline, might have stopped on the line, she did. Better off creating more contact and staying away from out of bounds there, Tom. Might draw a foul.
Yeah. But again, another futile trip down the floor. Cardinals with a 2-point lead.
Allison Filion. Alexis Meservy has a couple of three-pointers in this game. Carolyn Hoffer gets called for the reach-in foul. Penalty situation.
Now we get interesting.
Yeah. It's a 1-and-1 for Meservy.
Oh boy.
In a tight game where points are at a premium, free throws are even more valuable.
Yeah, you can't waste them like they did right there.
Megan Cram with the long rebound will do the ball handling. Brad Creek calling a play. Head coach of Bishop Guertin, top of the screen. Molly D hands it off. Carolyn Hoffer. Courtney O'Connell on her. Meservy guarding Molly D.
Where's
D going
Cram?
baseline. And Courtney O'Connell blocks the shot, slapping it out of bounds.
In this situation, I think Cram is their clutch player.
A go-to player for
Plant's
Bishop
not even
Guertin.
looking her way.
Up top, Molly D with it. O'Connell trying to slap it away. Molly D finds an opening and rolls it in.
Wow, there's the play we're looking for. Looking for that quick acceleration and the easy layup, and Guertin gets just that. And now the Cardinals inexplicably are up by 4 points.
Tucci kicks it outside. Filion with an open jumper in the paint. No good. Tucci rebound. Puts it in.
Yeah, if Tucci had missed that shot, I would have said, okay, forget it. Bedford, for her to miss an 8-footer would be incredible. 2-point game, 26-24, Cardinals with the lead.
Marie LaPlante holding it. Changing direction. Molly D inside. Carolyn
shot.
Hoffer off the glass, no good.
That's where you need to develop the hook shot. Would have had an uncontested chance.
Tucci scored the last basket, has it stolen away. Molly D down court. Drew contact in and out.
And didn't get a call or the basket.
Wow, what a non-call there. And down court come the Bulldogs.
Almost hit that pivot foot slide. There's Tucci again.
In and out. Bedford rebound. Blake
Oh my!
scraped the side of the backboard with that shot. And LaPlante has it. 4.5 minutes to go.
There's a classic example of how bad these teams have played offensively all game.
26-24. BG's up by 2 with just over 4 minutes left in the championship game. Stolen by Nicole Tucci. Down court she comes to Madeline Blake. Lost the handle.
Oh, and Guertin gets a huge break there. 26-24. Timeout on the floor. Do not touch that remote. Oh, I thought someone called timeout.
Momentary timeout. Officials timeout.
I thought one
Got
of
some
them was.
reserves coming into the game.
I thought it would have been a good opportunity for one of the coaches to call time.
LaPlante will bring it down court.
Thought I saw both benches get up, but I guess not.
BG nursing a 2-point lead. Megan Donovan in the game for Bishop
There's
Guertin.
the timeout.
He wanted to bring it down court.
I knew Brad Creek wanted a timeout.
I think he just wanted to have the ball in the offensive end before he called the timeout. It's kind of a smart move.
2-point game. There you see the Guertin student section.
They've made the trip here to Manchester. We're at Southern New Hampshire University. John Collins with Tom King. Our cameraman is Frank Wallant. Glad you could be with us, our Nashua ET viewers and our Bedford BCT viewers. You can watch any of Nashua ETV's games anywhere, anytime online at nashua.easystream.com. Tom, the Nashua High North boys basketball game is in its waning moments down in Nashua. They're battling Memorial, who we saw beat South in dramatic comeback fashion. I understand that Memorial was behind by 12 points against North and had come back to tie up that game.
What a shock, huh?
Memorial is a comeback team.
They are.
So we have seen a lot of exciting action.
Question is Bedford a comeback team?
Right, yeah, because they are behind right now here in the girls' title game.
See, all those opportunities I talked about that they missed, they had a chance to take control of this game. And it may come back to bite them, you don't know, but you don't get those chances too often. And there's another one right there. Boy.
But it's happened all game. We talked about championship opening of the game jitters. They've persisted the whole game for both teams.
They have.
And a steal by Megan Cram, jump ball.
Arrow goes. Did they already change it? No, Guertin. Thought they may have already changed it back to Bedford, but no, Guertin's got it.
They do. Great play by Megan Cram.
I'll tell you what though, John, you get a basket for a 4-point lead now, it's definitely going to seem like 8 points. There's nobody there. There's the play.
Good feed. There's the basket and the foul. Megan Donovan.
I told you, no one in that space. It was wide open.
And Marie LaPlante with a huge assist. Megan Donovan with a great make as she absorbed the contact.
We haven't called her name much at all in this game. And look at the play she makes. Can she make it a 3-point play? She does. And Guertin now with a 5-point lead.
What a big 3-point play in this game that is.
29-24, 3:52 left to play in the basketball game.
Madeline Blake almost lost the handle, hands it off to Nicole Tucci. Nicole thinking about a shot, trying to get closer.
This is like the baseball inning where you score, you need your pitcher to shut down the other team in the next half inning.
You need
to stop here.
O'Connell got close to the basket.
And they get it.
Maybe Courtney should have used the glass there, I think, Tom. Sometimes it's hard to control your body in close.
John, the way they're playing, you don't know. She may have been trying to use the glass. I mean,
you missed the backboard.
It's just completely dysfunctional on offense for both sides.
Marie LaPlante with it.
Guertin with a couple of breaks.
When's the last time somebody tried a 3-point shot?
Oh, it's been a while.
Carolyn Hoffer has it. Molly D penetrating. Abby Field close to the basket. Can't get the high off the glass shot to go.
Field didn't need a dribble there. All she needed to do is take the ball and go weave around the end.
Tucci draws a double team. Janoyce Lanayan.
There it is. 12-footer.
Beautiful shot by Lanayan, getting over her defender.
Back to a 3-point game.
29-26. The Lady Cardinals of Bishop Guertin are up by 3 here. In the fourth quarter of the championship game, Marie LaPlante circling, thought about penetrating there. Molly D for 3. No, Lanayan with a great hand on the rebound, batted it to Nicole Tucci. 2.5 minutes left.
Split-second decision by LaPlante to pass up a possible layup.
Madeline Blake draws the foul.
And these are big free throws because it could put Bedford, she's hurt.
Yeah. I hope she didn't hit the back of her head, but sometimes you go into traffic like that and you're vulnerable. Your feet, your legs literally get taken out from under you, and all you have to come down on is either your back or the back of your head.
She's up now, but here's the thing, will she be able to shoot the free throws? Because it's going to be a free throw even if it's not in the act, because Guertin's in the penalty. I think she's dazed.
Here we are in
She's got to come out of the game if you're down that long.
Yeah, and she is dazed.
And she's dazed, and someone else will have to shoot the free throws. The officials are going over there to They're going over to the scorer's table and tell them who is going to do it.
Does Brad Creek get to pick who shoots it, or no?
No, Bedford's the team that's got to pick the play.
Okay, they get to pick.
They're the ones who are shooting the free throws.
Well, that's true.
Creek's got nothing to do with it.
Well, I'm just saying if the player that
you can't designate that as the opposing team.
Meservey to shoot. Hits the free throw.
Good choice.
Yeah. I mean, it's an advantage to Bedford to
Very
pick,
good
obviously.
choice.
Carolyn Hoffer inbounds
Down to a
it.
one-point game. 29-28, 2:24 left. Does it get any better than this? It does with better play, but not in terms of the drama. Here we go.
Megan Cram outside. Molly D has it. Looking for an opening. Off the screen by Abby Field. And off another screen by Field, who gets it from D. Nearly has it stolen away, and it is stolen away. Allison Fillion.
Oh my.
Chance to take the lead for
Under
Bedford.
2 to play.
Foul
Foul
call.
at BG. To the line will the Bulldogs go.
Chance to make it a 2 or 3 point lead here for Allison Fillion at the free throw line. Bishop Guertin came into this game with a record of 17-1. Bedford 15-3. One of those 3 losses was at Bishop Guertin. But right now we have a tie game. Oh, excuse me, a 2-point lead.
Tie game.
Was it tie?
Yeah.
Oh, they tied it up. Okay. The miss. Field up ahead. 29-29 is the score.
1:51 left to go in the game.
Megan Cram to Marie LaPlante.
Tied at 29.
Bounce pass, Cram.
Got to find a shooter here, I think.
Thought about
You're not
passing
going
to
to get an
Abby
easy
Field.
basket. It's going to be LaPlante, maybe.
Cram driving, puts it up, gets fouled. Will go to the line with a chance to give Guertin the lead.
See, that's how much of not a jump shooting team they are. They don't look for it. They look to get the layup. That time it paid off. Cram goes to the line. Big free throws. Understatement right now.
In and out, Megan Cram misses the first free throw.
Oh, boy.
Still tied at 29.
Unbelievable.
Timeout. Bedford's taking the timeout.
Good timeout by Sue Thomas. Kind of frees the shooter after missed the free throw. Get your play set when you get the ball back.
As we look at the scoreboard, and you see that the time remaining is 1:27 to decide a championship. We talk about 8 minutes to decide it. We got 1:27 now. It's come down to 29 all. Battling down to the bitter, ragged, rough end.
It's a grind.
It is.
It's a grind. You're going to grind out this win, whichever team wins it.
Wow.
They're going to grind their way to a title.
Do you need a spring break, Tom King?
Oh, boy.
Your work is not done. You still have to cover, well, one of the things you have to cover
Hockey.
is what you do every year. That marathon day at the Verizon Arena. Talk about that. You go there, what, like at 8 in the morning or
Well,
something?
you go there. The girls' game's at 10. You get there sometime during the girls' game, and then you...
Yeah, and you
know,
stay there
because-
till nighttime,
Well,
right?
you don't. There's no Division III team from the area in the game this year, so we'll see if Merrimack. They won in the semis. We'll see if they get to the Division II finals,
Yeah.
and we'll see if Guertin gets to the D1 finals.
Is that Saturday or Sunday?
That's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday the 19th?
Starting, yep. Starting at 10 a.m. and going all the way to the final game, which we may end up doing if BG's in it.
Right.
On ETV, probably around 4:45 in the afternoon.
In and out, and we're still tied at 29. A minute
Goodness.
20 to go. Bedford has a chance to break the tie. A championship on the line here. Janoyce Lanayan has it. Allison Fillion. Possession is precious.
Oh my! Look at
Stolen
this.
by Megan Cram. Layup drill. Megan Cram with a
I
huge
lost my
play.
voice there. Oh, that's a big play. That's the play of the game right now.
That's what Bishop Guertin have been missing all game.
Yes.
The long shot by Tucci, no good. Rebound, Megan Graham.
Wow.
She gets it back. She gets fouled with 44 seconds left and a chance to give BG a 2-possession lead.
Geez, you know what? Why did they foul there?
No reason.
No reason to. I know there's no shot clock, but your defense has played well enough.
But are they in the penalty yet? They have fouls to give.
They do, so maybe that's why they're doing it.
And Sue Thomas had no problem with it, as you saw.
That's right. They
going for the steal.
They do have fouls to give.
Megan Cram gets loose. I thought she might go right to the basket, but she wisely wants to take time off the clock.
Well, no, yeah, exactly. But Bedford wants to take fouls on the clock.
Megan Cram just missed 2 free throws, Tom. Bedford, if they had to pick somebody to foul, Megan Cram, despite her recent heroics, stealing and laying it in and getting that big rebound, they put her on the line with a chance to get the ball back in a 2-point game, unless Megan can make these free throws. Bedford with the timeout. Sue Thomas laying it out there. Okay, here's the story. And as we swing around, we look in on the huddle of Bishop Guertin. 41 seconds to go. Brad Creek. Okay, here's the story. And your friend, Mr. Kyle Tave is doing most of the talking here right now.
He's a very good basketball strategist in terms of X's and O's. And a very smart move by Brad Creek, who knows the game, but to get that help on the bench.
Yeah.
So he could basically have another voice to bounce off of. And Tave, who's coached probably a lot more basketball than Creek has over his career, to get them involved, to have him down there. And he's also he's got a great, see the smile on his face. He's not a nervous guy. He's got a great personality. And he can kind of get the kids a little calmed down a little bit. So did Brad Creek. Creek is a very gentle guy, too, for a hockey player.
He's got it in perspective?
Yeah, they both do.
Yeah. As I see Jim Mignolt's up there, he gets a little excited
Mignolt's
sometimes.
the opposite,
yeah, not quite his style. Megan Cram with some key free throws here. Has a chance to put her team up by 3. In and out on the 1-and-1. Courtney O'Connell with the big rebound. 35 seconds to go.
Boy.
Bedford needs a basket. They're down 2. Inside, O'Connell.
Oh, she had held on to that. She had an easy layup.
Nearly stolen by D. Out of bounds off of Molly D.
If O'Connell had held on to the ball, she had 2.
Under half a minute to go. Nicole Tucci with it. Megan Cram guarding her. Tucci driving, puts it up. No call.
Foul.
Megan Cram was waiting for a whistle. And now there's a whistle as Courtney O'Connell fouls Cram. 15 seconds to go. 2-point game. Megan Cram with more chances at the free throw line. She's missed her last 3. She gets 2 more cracks at it here. Well, actually, maybe it's another 1-and-1, is it?
Yes, it will be. It's going to be the 8th team foul for Bedford. She takes a breathe, a sigh.
Yeah, you see it's a live rebound if it is one.
Yeah, let's see here. She bend her knees, follow through, and hits.
Swish! Biggest free throw of her high school career, Megan Cram.
Got it.
Has a chance to make it a 4-point game with 15 seconds to go. A title on the line. Megan Cram with her second free throw. Makes it! The Lady Cardinals up 4, timeout Bedford. 33-29. Who do you go to if you're Bedford in this situation?
Tucci. She's in the game, and she is. Tucci or Lanaya.
They need a quick basket and a foul to have their best chance. A 3-pointer is pretty unnecessary here, and it's higher risk. So you would imagine that they will try to go to Tucci, maybe Lanayan down low if they can get her open. BG's student body, understandably,
they believe that they can win.
believes that they can win.
With a 4-point lead and 15 seconds left, you know.
Now let's say happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. We won't get a chance to do another game until after the wearing of the green on the 17th. as we are into the last 15 seconds of the game.
6 left.
And Bedford's got to go the length of the floor, as you pointed out before, Tom.
Yeah, there's
timeouts in high
there's
school.
you don't bring the ball up to half court.
So
they take time doing that. They got to get a quick shot
10
off.
seconds left. They
Gotta
need to
shoot
get
it.
a shot away just to cut it to 1 possession. O'Connell does. 2-point game. Timeout Bedford.
Smart play by Bedford. I think they took a little bit too much time.
Oh yeah, they
but
did take a
it
lot.
was a smart play by them to get it inside, because the one thing that Guertin didn't want to do was they didn't want to foul. So they knew they would get an easy shot. But look at this time, 4.9 ticks remaining.
How big was
Somebody's going to go to the line for
How
BG.
big were those free throws by Megan Cram?
Huge.
Yeah, and that's the difference in the game right now, 33-31. BG on top. Kyle Tave and Brad Creek
Cram is the
talking to the team.
player of the game for BG.
Yes. They needed somebody. We're talking about it. You can almost read Kyle's lips here.
As the NHLAA encourage all fans to remain for the award ceremony immediately following.
Said something to Megan Cram about going to the ball. I'm not sure if they want her to get the ball and shoot these free throws, but you know Bedford's going to foul immediately, Tom, after pressing the inbounds pass. Let's see how BG does in inbounding this ball right here. 4 seconds to go, and Megan Cram is the one that goes to the ball, and she does get fouled. And Tom, I think Kyle Tave said that they wanted Megan Cram in this situation. They picked her to get the inbound pass and go to the ball.
Yep. Why not? She's on fire right now.
Megan Cram.
I told you earlier
with 3
that
seconds
I wanted
to
the ball
go.
in Cram's hands.
Yeah, with a chance to win a championship for her team with these free throws right here.
Because I think she's the player who's been playing the best right now.
This is a live rebound, folks, with 3 seconds to go. And she hits it. And this will win the championship. If she can get this, Bedford may be able to go down and shoot a 3, but they're not going to be able to get 4 points in 3 seconds.
Unless there's a foul.
Unless there's a foul. She hits them both.
14 points for Cram.
Bedford's got to go the length of the floor. They're down 4 with 3 seconds to go, and the celebration begins for Bishop Guertin.
14 points for Megan Cram and a 35-31 lead. Cram with a big smile on her face.
Do not foul. I got that one.
Yeah, I think we read those lips.
He said it again.
Yep.
Brad Creek.
Not foul.
I got 6 words for you. Do not foul. Do not foul. And Bedford has a chance to inbound this thing and go down and score, but it seems to be a mathematical possibility as long as you do not foul. Down court, Nicole Tucci, 2 seconds, 1 second. That'll do it. They do not get the shot away.
And that's it. Guertin celebrating on the floor with 35-31 Division I championship victory. It was a grind, but there that player, number 3-4 to the right of your screen, left of your screen, 34, Megan Cram, player of this game with 14 points to lead all scorers. Bedford was led by Missouri with 11. Those are the only 2 players in double digits in scoring in this game, and that's what you probably would have expected. No one else, John, no one else on either team, okay? One other player, Abby Field for Guertin, right? She's the only player, other than the other 2 we've talked about for Bedford and Cram and Missouri, that had more than 5 points, okay? No one was scoring in this basketball game. Incredible.
35-31, Bishop Guertin takes it. As you look at the final score of the final game, we talked about it was a grind and it was a tough game, but this team has provided us with thrills all season long. The Bishop Guertin High School Lady Cardinals take it.
Boy, if you want to take a look at a percentage, Bedford shot 10 for 46, 21.7%. That's why they lost this game.
Ouch.
Yeah, no kidding. Not only did they do that, all right, not only did they do that, they committed in this basketball game 16 turnovers, but BG committed 24. So BG survived 24 turnovers, all right? Rebounds were even at 31. The difference is clearly the shooting percentage. Guertin 14 for 35, it's 40%, not great, but they took a lot of high percentage shots. Bedford 10 for 46, 21.7. You shoot that, you're not going to win very many basketball games.
For Tom King, I'm John Collins, thanking our cameraman Frank Wallen, who is making his way down to the court for the awarding of the hardware here at Southern New Hampshire University. We'll be right back with the presentation of the championship trophies right after this break.
And now, the 2016 NHLAA Division I Number 15, Emily Moran.